Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the comparison of LME and CME HR systems and taking the US and Germany as an example. First, I can see here, there's a contents page and there's a four parts in my today's presentation. First and foremost is about the introduction to the LME and CME comparison. After that, I will show you the human resources management system in United States and the German human resources management system. Last but not least is about my conclusion. Let's talk about the introduction to the LME and CME comparison. The United States, as a typical LME, solved the coordination problem through developed capital market and external corporate governance. Market-based form of labor relation, short-term communities between employer and worker, and the use of market mechanism and contracts to coordinate the relationship between supplier and buyer companies. On the other hand, CMEs in Germany adopt international form of corporate governance and a labor relation system based on negotiation reflecting long-term communities to employees and the use of non-market mechanisms such as a trade union and industry association to coordinate intra-industry and inter-industry corporate relation to solve coordination problems. Let's talk about United States. And as you can see here, there's something important things that I uh, list here as a basic key feature. And companies in US LME have adopted a more performance-centered approach to HRM than companies in German CME, but they accept the outside to true of a people-centered approach. One reason for this, they argue, is that organization need to interact with social inspiration to achieve their goals. But the nature of this inspiration depends on economy environments. In labor economy, such as in US or in UK, firms coordination their activities primarily through hardships and competitive market uh, arrangements. And LME companies would place more emphasis on competition and short-term financial goal. They argue the employee of LME company are more likely to be seen as resources and be rewarded personally. And as for Germany, I'll also give you some basic key features there. And in coordination company, such as in Germany, firms rely on more strongly on non-market intervention and coordinated activities with other actor. Private research of some expert has showed us that in LMEs, the link between employer and worker tend to be weaker, and employees are constitute less frequently, whereas in CME the link is stronger and lasts longer. CME's company are more likely to view their companies as a stable and valuable asset in terms of long-term performance. And CME companies also generally have a higher level of union membership and more collective bargaining or wage and conditions. Okay, as for my conclusion, the LME and CMEs are two well-established economic systems and both have their own strengths and weaknesses. To some extent, this is a matter of focus and elaboration as we do into the necessities of LMEs and CMEs in their approach to coordination issues. We may can choose to focus relative more on the variation within these systems, focusing on the difference and risk in this practice of different forms in relation to the content of different national market and system, and further research into this difference could be undertaken in the future. And that is some reference that I use in my presentation. Okay, that's all. Thank you for listening. If you have some question, please ask me, and I will try my best to answer you.